On Saturdays in Tuscaloosa, the air crackles with tradition and expectation. Tens of thousands fill Bryant-Denny Stadium, a sea of crimson and white, singing and cheering for victory. This is more than a game. It's a way of life, a source of pride for an entire state. Dynasties aren't born overnight. They're built piece by piece, with sweat and purpose. Real success is almost always preceded by failure. The Alabama dynasty began not with a championship, but with a promise to build something lasting. Imagine the pressure to win every game, the weight of all those trophies. To understand the dynasty, you must first understand the architect. This is where the journey begins. His name is Nick Saban, the architect of the Alabama dynasty. But he was not always a legend. He was once a young man from West Virginia, shaped by his father's tough love and lessons in hard work. Saban played defensive back at Kent State, not a superstar, but smart and disciplined. After playing, he knew he wanted to coach. He started at the bottom, moving from one small coaching job to another, learning from every stop. Saban's philosophy was simple: focus on the process, not the outcome. He demanded discipline and accountability, teaching players to control their effort and execution. While others talked about winning, Saban talked about preparation. True excellence, he believed, was found in the daily grind, not just on game day. Saban's process would become the foundation for everything that followed. He was ready to test it on a bigger stage. The journey from small-town coach to college football's most respected leader was just beginning. Nick Saban was ready for his shot, and college football would never be the same. In 1995, Nick Saban became head coach at Michigan State. The Spartans were struggling, needing a complete overhaul. Saban arrived with his blueprint: discipline, control, and the process. He wasn't there to make friends, but to build a winner his way. The early years were tough. His demanding style was a shock. Players had to learn a new way of thinking and working. Wins didn't come immediately, but Saban never wavered. He kept teaching, pushing, and demanding excellence. Slowly, things changed. Players who bought in saw results. The team became tougher, more disciplined, and resilient. In 1999, everything came together. A 10-2 record and a top 10 finish. Saban had turned a struggling program into a respected team. His process wasn't just theory, it was a formula for building winners. The success at Michigan State was proof his methods worked at the highest level. The lessons learned in East Lansing became the blueprint for his future. Saban's process was ready for the next challenge. The football world was starting to take notice. Greatness was on the horizon. After Michigan State, Saban took over at LSU in 2000. LSU was hungry for a winner, desperate to return to the top. Saban brought his process and high standards, demanding more from everyone. He upgraded facilities and recruited tough, smart players. The transformation took time, but results soon followed. LSU became a force in the SEC, known for suffocating defense and physical play. In 2003, Saban led LSU to a national championship, defeating Oklahoma. He had built a title-winning program from the ground up. Saban's process was now a proven, repeatable formula for success. His reputation as a master builder was cemented. 2 programs transformed. Saban's philosophy was working. The next challenge would test him even further. The journey was far from over. After conquering college football at LSU, Saban took on the NFL with the Miami Dolphins in 2005. The NFL was a different world. Players were professionals. Control was limited. Saban's demanding style didn't always resonate with seasoned veterans. The first season was respectable, but the second was a struggle. Injuries, losses, and media scrutiny mounted. Saban realized the NFL wasn't the right fit for his process. His heart belonged in college football, where he could build a culture from the ground up. After 2 seasons and a 15-17 record, Saban's NFL tenure ended. It was a rare failure, but a crucial lesson. He learned where he truly belonged. The NFL setback set the stage for his greatest chapter. Saban was ready to return to college football. The next call would change everything. Sometimes, failure is the foundation for future greatness. Saban was about to answer the call of a lifetime. While Saban struggled in the NFL, Alabama was searching for a savior. Once dominant, the Crimson Tide had lost their way. The university needed more than a coach. They needed a builder. They turned to Saban, offering him the chance to restore Alabama's glory. In January 2007, Saban accepted the job. His arrival was met with hope and excitement, a king returning. But Saban's mission was deeper than winning trophies. He came to build, to install his process at a program with limitless potential. Saban was hired to be an architect, tasked with rebuilding the entire culture. The call from Tuscaloosa was a call to build a dynasty. Alabama's future was about to change forever. The foundation for greatness was set. Saban didn't promise championships at Alabama. He promised a new standard. His first mission, tear down complacency and build a culture of discipline and hard work. Players had to go to class, be on time, and treat everyone with respect. The weight room became a place of focused effort. Practices were grueling and detail-oriented. Every mistake was corrected, every player held accountable. Saban introduced the process. Focus on the current moment, win the play, win the drill, win the practice. Ignore the final score. Perfection in preparation was the goal. The first season was tough, a 7-6 record and a shocking loss to Louisiana Monroe. For some, it was a moment of doubt. For Saban, a necessary lesson. That loss showed how far they had to go and strengthened his resolve. The first bricks of the dynasty were laid in the hard lessons of failure. The process was taking root. Alabama was changing from the inside out. The journey to greatness had truly begun. Saban's vision was becoming reality. The culture was shifting. The dynasty's foundation was set. The loss to Louisiana Monroe was a turning point. The players who remained bought into the process. Saban's next recruiting class was filled with talent drawn to his vision. In his second season, Alabama went undefeated in the regular season. They climbed to number 1, transforming from 7-6 to title contenders in a year. Though they lost the SEC championship, the message was clear. Alabama was back. The process was working, and fast. Saban kept the focus on preparation, not hype. The goal wasn't just to win but to dominate. Alabama aimed for perfection in preparation, not just championships. The relentless focus on details set them apart. Championships were a consequence of daily excellence. Saban was building a machine designed for consistency and resilience. The prize was the national title, but the path was paved by the process. In 2009, just 2 years after that humbling loss, the vision became reality. Alabama, built in Saban's image, was an unstoppable force, undefeated, disciplined, and brilliantly coached. They won the SEC and the national championship, beating Texas. The dynasty was born. That first title was just the beginning, a validation of the process. The best players wanted to join Saban and compete for championships. Talent and culture combined to create a machine that dominated for over a decade. More national championships followed. 2011, 2012, 2015, 2017, and 2020. Alabama became the standard in college football. Through all the success, Saban's message never changed. Focus on the process, not the prize. The dynasty was built on mindset, not just talent. Saban's story is a lesson in leadership and vision. True success is about building a culture and setting a high standard. The real work was done in the quiet moments of preparation. By focusing on the process, Saban created the greatest dynasty modern college football has ever seen. The architect's legacy is built to last.